Coleman here from BWOne, and we're going to do a quick comparison here between the new Optimus G2 and the somewhat new Motorola Moto X here. Two devices that recently came out, and some people might be trying to figure out which one might be the device for them, so we're going to do just a quick comparison between the two. Alright, first thing you're going to notice is definitely the difference in the size here, and that's because of the screen size. On the Optimus G2, you do have a 5.2-inch full HD display on here, 1080p. This sharp, vibrant display. What you have on the Moto X is a 4.7-inch display that's at 720p. Still pretty sharp and vibrant as well too. You can see they're both running pretty fast, pretty speedy, because they both run some different interesting architectures. The G2 is a little more traditional with its new quad-core Snapdragon 800 processor that's clocked at 2.26 gigahertz and 2 gigabytes of RAM. The Moto X is running what they call the X8 platform, which has a dual-core 1.7 gigahertz dual-core processor inside of it. It has also a quad-core graphics processor, and then one processor for language input, one processor for contextual input, such as like active display and touch controls. So that's pretty much the core architecture, the kind of difference between the two internally. Both come with 2 gigabytes of RAM. There's 16 and 32 gigabyte storage options with each one of these here. This has I believe a 20 to 50 milliamp hour battery. I might be a little wrong on that. This has a 3,000 milliamp hour battery on the Optimus G2. Both have 2 megapixel front-facing cameras. Here on the rear, they have the Moto X has a 10 megapixel camera with LED flash, while the G2 has a 13 megapixel advanced camera with LED flash as well too. You'll also notice they have the volume button and the power button here on the back, which is a little bit differently, a little more intuitive, I would think there. Trying something different, and the sides of it are a little more streamlined and smooth. You really don't see anything on it. You have the dual speakers here at the bottom and really nothing here at the top. On the Moto X, you have the buttons really here on the side, and you just have the USB port there at the bottom and the headphone jack at the top. Now, as you notice, the Moto X is a little bit more sort of curved. So it's more of sort of the traditional smartphone size, not the big size phones that we've been seeing a lot recently. And with the G2, it's more of what you've been traditionally seeing, which is the big phone size and sort of that big screen. It doesn't have that curvedness to it. So this fits a little bit better in the hand, but this also feels pretty good as well too. But that also could be because I have giant hands, so it might not make a difference. Now you'll notice here, software-wise, they look a little bit different. The Moto X is pretty much running a stock version of Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. You can actually switch here. I can show you that. Accessibility. You can see 4.2 Jelly Bean here on top of it, and then right here, this is you can take a look here. This is running also Android 4.2, the Optimus G2. But what it's running is 4.2.2, but it's using Intuitive UI on top of it, so it's using its own custom sort of interface on top of Android here with that. But other than that, that's pretty much just a quick comparison between the two. They kind of a little bit different in the smartphone categories, a little bit different here, but people might be interested in which one might be the right one for them. So hopefully this video helps you out, and hopefully we get a real versus going later on, so we hope to upload to the website. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to check out all of our social networks and our main website. The link is in the description. And always remember to live your tech world in high definition.